When I said achievement, it's in line with the principles of our core mandate as the Gambia Prison Service, which is security, reformation, and reintegration. And then for us to be able to achieve that, we can't do it alone. But it is with the partners who are here today who have recognized the prisons as a center that they also need to support them so that we achieve this together. The prison is a community and the community needs a support. And then we have seen the effort that have been made, the investment, so that today special people in our mates will be recognized for the job well done. So can you please give a round of applause for everybody for the great work that we are doing? If the Gambia prison achieves, it is all because it's not a single entity, but it's a consultation effort within everybody that have supported this call.
The Gambia, the representative of the British High Commission, the Chancellor of Netherlands, Mrs. Sonko, representative from the UNDP country representative from the Ministry of Interior, representative from the National Security Advisor, the CEO, National Assurance Quality Accreditation, the CEO, National Youth Service Scheme, Chairman, National Assembly Committee on Defense and Security, ODR representative, representative from the National Assembly Committee on Human Rights and Constitutional Matters, representative from the Chief of Defense Staff, representative from the Inspector General of Police, Director General of State Intelligence Agency, his representative, Director General Gambia Immigration Department, his representative, representative from the Chief Fire Officer, and a representative from the Gambia Drug Law Enforcement Agency, DILIC, the media, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2024. All other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Good morning. Let me first and foremost join the moderator of this event in welcoming you to this August gathering. Today is a day of pride, progress, and purpose. We are gathered here not just to mark the completion of the first stage of a program, but to celebrate transformation, determination, and the human spirit ability to grow even in the most challenging environments. Hence, the objectives of the collaboration between the Gambia Prison Services and the Insight Training Center, as well as other important partners, according to the United Nations, according to the United Nations standards minimum rules for the treatment of inmates. That's the Mandela Rules. Rule 4, and I quote, number 1, the purpose of a sentence of imprisonment or similar measures deprivative of a person's liberty are primarily to protect society against crime and reduce recidivism. Those purposes can be achieved only if the period of imprisonment is used to ensure, so far as possible, the integration of such persons into society upon their release, so that they can lead a law abiding and self supporting life. 2. To this end, prison administrations and other competent authorities should offer education, vocational training, and work, as well as other forms of assistance that are appropriate and available, including those of remedial, moral, spiritual, social, health, and sport based nature. All such programs, activities, and services should be delivered in line with the individual treatment needs of prisoners. Therefore, today's graduation have proven our collective efforts towards fulfilling this rule as well as other relevant rules governing the administration of prisons or corrections, including the Gambia Prisons Act. Having said that, I would like at this juncture to take this moment to acknowledge our partners and sponsors of the Skills Development Program, namely the Insight Training Center, whom we have been partnering for more than a decade. The MRC Holland Foundation, the Gambia Children Fest, ITC, and just recently Jollof Care, who have rendered a holistic support in this cause. For without their support, we would have not celebrated this graduation today. The inmate skills training program have transformed the capacity of the institution in addressing the limited rehabilitation programs that we had been struggling to attain. But your intervention has yielded positive outcomes in gaining that momentum, ascribing to one of our core mandates. During this period, you have supported the educators, instructors, correctional officers, and staff who supported this journey. Your belief in rehabilitation, not punishment, is what makes days like this possible. You are investing not only in individuals but in the safety and health of our society at large. So, thank you very much. There are other relevant modules like makeup and hairdressing that we want to introduce as part of the ongoing modules, which we feel will impact positively in the lives of inmates, especially our sisters, mothers, and daughters who are presently in custody with us here. But we are yet to acquire sponsorship in this regard. Our dear partners out there, I am calling all of you to come to our aid too, so that we can get those modules running. To our graduating inmates, congratulations. You have earned this moment through hard work, persistence, and a commitment to improving yourselves. And you have crossed an important milestone in your life. Whether you have completed a literacy course, vocational training, or a formal academic program, what you have achieved speaks volumes about your character and your future. Education and skills development are more than certificates, as they are keys that opens the door to dignity, opportunity, and self-worth. And here within these walls, you have shown that change is not only possible, but it is happening. Therefore, I want you to leave this ceremony with your head held high. Your past may be a part of your story, but it does not define your future. Today you stand as proof that given the chance, people can choose a different path. When you walk out of here, whether tomorrow or years from now, you can carry with you the power to rebuild, to contribute, and to inspire others. Let this achievement be the first of many steps towards a better and a brighter future. And finally, to you, the graduates, always remember redemption is not a destination, but it is a journey, one that one that you have already begun, and one that continues with every good choice you make moving forward. To the general public we are serving, we must address the public perception on prisons administration, especially on the way ex-inmates are being perceived. Society must learn to see former inmates not as threats, but as citizens who have already paid their debt and are ready to rebuild. Employers are encouraged to give ex-inmates who acquired employable skills to be given a second chance. That will play a significant role in our integration agenda. As the Director General of the Gambia Prison Services, I affirm our unwavering commitment to making skills training a cornerstone of rehabilitation. Our goal is not just to lock people away, but to unlock potentials, to ensure that those who leave our gates with do so not with bitterness, but with a toolbox in their hands and a plan in their hearts. I close with this call to action. Let us work together, government, civil society, private sector, and the general public, to build a correctional system that corrects, heals, and empowers. As in the end, a prison that only punishes may protect society temporarily, but a prison that rehabilitates protects society permanently. To this end, let me thank the government through the Ministry of Interior for creating the enabling environment and the full support the inmates rehabilitation process since inception of this program. Thank you, and may we continue to build a more just, compassionate, and forward looking society. Thank you.
Be present. Uh, Again, it's a very exciting day today to witness yet another graduation in Maltu here today. My remarks are not going to be very lengthy, but I'm glad that I have the opportunity to say a few words. I'm always proud to be linked to this program. The Netherlands consulate, the Netherlands embassy in Dakar, and the ambassador of the Netherlands, based in Dakar, is also very proud of this project. As years ago, it was the embassy who did the funding of the first round of trainings through the small embassy project. And to see a project like this, starting with a small seed, but growing out to something which is sustained and continues to be implemented, is very beautiful. And that is what we are celebrating here today. I would like to congratulate all involved in keeping up the great work, continuing with the training, and all the various sponsors who are involved, the prison authorities who are so open to make the best out of the rehabilitation of the inmates based here at Maltu, and also those in Janjambure who are now also added to the program. I want to congratulate the graduates and also those who have started the course but are still on the course and hopefully will graduating in the next phase. Yes, you are based here, but you have already taken a huge step to work on your future, to rethink your life, to learn skills, and to consider what do I want to do when I get out of here? How do I want to contribute to the development of the country? And that is very laudable and uh, good reason to congratulate you. Of course, you are certified today. You have your skills and you will be living, as the director said, either tomorrow or in the future. You will be living here with a toolbox of knowledge and some of you with a toolbox of tools as well. Seeing that this now is here to stay, after so many years, we at some stage we renovated the building where the skills are hosted, but the location has become small. And I would like to, with excitement, say that we've had discussions to see how we can actually build a permanent structure which is more better suited for the training. So, in collaboration with the prison authorities, we have already selected a site, and hopefully we will soon start with construction of 6 classrooms to make the training even more professional and permanent. It will be very nice if a construction program will be taken on board and the inmates will be highly involved in actually building the school, which they will leave behind when they exit this place. And they will have learned the skill by at least building a very nice structure to stay behind. So on that note, once again, congratulations to everybody. And we look forward to seeing you all be satisfied and the continuation of this program. Thank you.
To you all, and a warm welcome to all that is present here today, especially the distinguished guest at the high table. And on behalf of the board of the Gambian Children First, I thank you for the kind invitation to be present at this very special occasion, the graduation of these students that are sitting in front of me. The board would also like to emphasize the fact that we really appreciate the way the government, together with the management of the prison, has implemented in this facility the skills training and found inside training center to make it work. It is a team effort with great impact to your community. My name is Nella Heinen, and I'm a member of the board of the Gambian Children First, and we are from the Netherlands. Our foundation is active in the Gambia since 2002, and up to this point, we have been able to sponsor over 1,200 students. We focus mainly on girls, but at the same time, we have an open ear and mind to special initiatives like this. It was brought to our attention to Mrs. Sonko, and we saw the potential right from the start. Um, and at this point, ITC is one of the schools where we sponsor 23 inmates, or we prefer to see them as students. Besides that, we are always looking for some extras. So, in collaboration with a Dutch NGO, it's called Gered Gereedschap. We have been able to manage to send a toolbox, practically fully equipped. So that is a beautiful addition when the graduates will leave this facility. It appears to be a success story, as we are told, as all students who left the facility as a graduate has managed to stay on the right track, and they got jobs or even set up small businesses for themselves. That is so much to be proud of. Everybody was given a new chance to motivated men and women, and they started to learn a skill. They learned more about themselves, and they took the chance with both hands. So, dear graduates, be proud of yourselves. It is you who made the change. We were only the instruments, and together with ITC and the prison management, everything has made happen. And for those who still are training, keep on going and see what your new options are. They are inside of you. So I want to conclude this speech by saying congratulations to you all. Good luck. Make yourself proud, your family proud, and most of all, make your country proud. Thank you very much and congratulations again.
To celebrate another remarkable milestone in our collective journey towards rehabilitation, empowerment, and reintegration. In 2022, with the support of United Nations Development Programme Core Resource, the mini vocational training center was established in Jenjembure as a transformative step towards offering second chance to inmates through skill development and vocational training. The center was born out of the belief that every individual, regardless of their past, deserve the opportunity to learn, grow, and contribute meaningfully to the society. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to the Gambian Prison Service under the able leadership of the Director of Prisons for their unwavering commitment to transforming the correctional system into a rehabilitative and empowering environment. Their proactive engagement, openness to innovation, and institutional ownership have been instrumental in making this initiative not only possible but impactful. And we can see that today. Since its establishment in Jenjembure, we have been able to celebrate 7 graduates. 4 of them graduated in 2023, and today we are celebrating additional 3. I want to believe those 3 are here with us, and please allow me to recognize those 3 that are coming from Jenjembure. Yaya Kunte, which is one of the graduates, Mudu Trobali, and Abdullahi Trobali. Congratulations. You're one of those that have made Jenjembure Rehabilitation Program a reality. These graduates represent more than success. They are living proof that the right support system, inclusive opportunities, and an enabling environment, transformation is not only possible, but is also inevitable. This achievement is not only a celebration of personal triumph, but for graduates, but also a testament to the power of collaboration. The presence and commitment of key stakeholders, including the Ministry of Higher Education, various NGOs, and development partners like the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands, alongside the dedicated training institutions such as the Insights Training Center, have been critical to the program continuity and sustainability.
Of presence, all protocols respectfully observed. It is a pleasure once again to witness a graduation of this magnitude. What Insight Training Center is doing is they are making you people very independent. Independence in this case means you are going to be given a skill which you will always remember and use them at any time that you want to use them to benefit you and your family. At the moment, the chairman of the of Insight Training Center board of directors is a bit busy and has asked me as the vice to step in and say a few words. It's not going to be much, but I must have to emphasize the importance of skills training in this institution. Rehabilitating people. This is not a punishment center. It's a rehabilitation center. Because what we want you people to do is we are trying to make sure that what brought you here will not bring you here again. And that is very important. I can remember a good friend of mine wrote a thesis, and in that thesis, she emphasized that skills training is a vehicle for national development, which I think is very important. If we are doing anything and we are abiding by the importance of skills training, I think we should be able to encourage these people, these young men and women, to be able to do whatever they want to do in their skills and in their specialties. It is important. Specialty is important. So therefore, if there is anything people should go by, is to make sure that skills training is not neglected. I can remember when I was a civil servant. Now I'm a retired civil servant. When I was a civil servant and head of the national of the Directorate of Technical Education and Vocational Training, I can fully remember encouraging and recommending to government to establish a training institution in this place so that any one of these people who comes here after leaving will never come here again, because you'll be so engaged through what you have been schooled on and what you have learned. The moment you get all those things, then you are prepared now to be a changed person. It is important to change. Changing is important and it's part of life. It's not because, well, I am this, I am that, so I will not change. No, you have to change. Go with the circumstances that are available. If you do, then many people will emulate you and then will make sure that whatever they are doing, they will be successful. Many people, I understand, are now having their own workshops and are from this center. It's not a small center, it's a big center. I'm not talking of size. A big center in the sense that anyone, most of these people who are here are going to be ambassadors of this institution. And that is very important. The moment you become an ambassador of a place, then you represent the place. And I am sure you people will be able to represent this place anywhere, anytime, and anyhow. Skills is important. Let us make sure we emphasize it. Skills is important, and we want people to honor skills. Not to say, as when we left school and wanted to go to the vocational training center, many people were telling us, "Wachara hasu, wachara hasu, wachara hasu." You know, well, sometimes I used to feel bad. People are telling me, "Wachara hasu, wachara hasu," because I attended the same school with them, I did the same courses with them, and everything. So if they are the very people who are telling me, wachara hasu," then I feel bad. But after a second thought, I said, no, these people are encouraging me. Because the moment they start telling me wachara hasu, wachara hasu will earn me a lot of things which they will not be able to get. And that is what is happening now. That is what is happening. And we are trying to encourage each and every one of these people who are here and are graduating today to make sure that they still carry on with their skills and trying to achieve higher heights.
We are celebrating our fifth graduation ceremony of prison inmates. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, today we are celebrating the graduation of 20 prison inmates. The skilled inmates are trained in electrical and solar installation, satellite installation, and grade 12 private was exams. Our collaboration with the Ministry of Interior and the Prison Authority started in 2012. The purpose of our collaboration is to provide skills and knowledge to inmates before the end of their jail term so that they will walk out of the jail with some degree of skills and knowledge which will keep them busy. In this way, our prisons ultimately will become correction centers. The prison inmate skills training was financed by our partners, Home Netherlands, the Dutch Embassy in Dakar, Senegal, MRC Holland Foundation, the British Embassy, International Trade Center, GIZ, UNDP, and the Gambia Children Force. As a continuation of what the pioneers of the skills training of inmates have done, Gambia Children Force, Anita Simit, and MRC Holland Foundation continue to raise the flag, and Insight is indeed proud of all the sponsors. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in June 2022, we expanded our operation to Janjambure Prison Center, which was financed by UNDP as part of our mission to give equal access to all inmate skills training. Those graduating today include 3 from Janjambure Prison Center in solar and electrical installation. Currently, 67 inmates are on training in the following field of studies: electrical and solar installation, horticulture, plumbing, and tailoring. Out of the number, 46 inmates are in our Maitu Center and 21 in Janjambure Center. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, 20 inmates will receive their certificates today in the following field of studies: solar and electrical installation 11, satellite installation 5, and access program grade 12 private was resource 4. In the year under review, Insight was able to conduct access program classes for the grade 12 private was examination funded by the Justice Defender. That give the inmates the opportunity to receive their grade 12 exams conducted by WAEC while in prison, which give them the access to enroll for degree programs. 5 inmates were selected for the access program with 5 subjects each to receive at the end of the was for private second serial 2024 examination conducted here at Mile 2 Center, approved by the management of the West African Examination Council as an examination center. The first best student get 2 credits and 2 passes, second get 2 credits and 1 pass, and third and fourth each get a pass. We want to register our appreciation to the management of the West African Examination Council and Justice Defendant for supporting us to conduct the access program successfully. Some years ago, a high priesthood authority told the TRRC that all the ex-convicts who have been trained by Inside Training Center are doing well in society. We welcome that statement, but it was not a surprise for us because we have been visiting them at their workplace. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Inside has graduated a total of 298 inmates from 2012 to date in different skills areas. Out of this number, only 14 are still in prison, 13 in Mile 2 and 1 in Janjambure. Most of the ex-convicts are either employed or self-employed. 3 of the former inmates are employed at Inside. One of them is at managerial level, and one is employed at Mile 2 as a lead trainer. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the graduates for successfully completing their training and implore on them to make best use of the skills learned so as to be proud citizens of this country. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Inside Mission 26 years ago is to provide quality, affordable, relevant, and easily accessible skills training to everyone, especially the youths. Thousands have graduated from Inside. Most of them are employed or self-employed in their various skills. The training that Inside provides is not only focusing on technical skills, but also on good morals, English communication, information technology, entrepreneurial skills, and life skills. Trainers are well experienced in dealing with these special needs students. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, training conveys much inside objective to offer vocational and entrepreneurial skills training to vulnerable youths, giving them a chance for a better future. At this juncture,
and above all, to the indomitable human spirit that refuses to be defined by past mistakes. As chairman of the board of Inside Training Center, I stand before you, filled with pride and hope. What we witness here today is not merely the conclusion of a training program. It is the opening of doors once thought permanently shut. These inmates are no longer defined by the bars that confine them, but by the skills that now empower them. They are technicians, electricians, satellite installers, probably aquaculture experts, masons, and above all, men reborn with purpose. Inside Training Center is proud to be the only institution that has consistently given priority to inmates, treating them not as liabilities to be locked away, but as human resources to be invested in. We believe that prison should correct, not condemn. It should offer a ladder, not a lock. And today you see the evidence of that philosophy standing before you. For many here who now earn who are now going to leave will earn their living through satellite installations, as been demonstrated by here electricians, and who will have other skills in other areas. What we are saying is that the evidence is clear. Skills training behind prison walls reduces recidivism, promotes self-reliance, and cultivates respect in society. It is a solution grounded not just in compassion, but in common sense. It is an answer to crime, to unemployment, and to wasted potential. To our graduates, never let the shadows of your past eclipse the brightness of your future. Let the certificate you receive today not only hang on your wall, but guide your work. Let it remind you that you are capable, you are valued, and above all, you are needed in our communities. To our partners, the Ministry of Interior, the Correctional Services, GIZ, MRC Holland, PAM, the Netherlands, and now Turkey, and all the others not mentioned, we thank you. Your investment is yielding returns not just in economic value, but in lives turned around. Let us go forth, recommitted to the cause of reform through education and training. Let us scale up this effort and ensure that every willing inmate in this country is offered not just a sentence, but a second chance. Inside Training Center will continue to lead this mission, unyielding, uncompromising, and unrelenting in its commitment to human transformation. Congratulations to our graduates. May your hands be skilled, your hearts be strong, and your futures be bright. Assalamu alaikum.
This achievement, and to give you a hope that you are not in this journey alone. The Ministry of Higher Education, I'm sure as many of you are aware, we are very passionate under the leadership of the Honorable Minister about inclusivity, that every Gambian, a woman, man, young or old, they have the right to contribute meaningfully to national development. Because as our key mandate is to develop human capital, skills is paramount. And this is why the ministry has been embarking on structural transformation of TVET. I'm sure everybody, TVET is now a household name. And TVET has been here decades ago. I'm sure those of you who went through GTTI now use it. In the 80s, TVET has been here. People have been learning skills. I remember the deputy governing council rightly mentioned TVET Wachara House. That time people thought, let him go and do skills. But we are now aware that this is in the past. With skills, you are far better off than someone who just wears the suit and sit under the airport. Because remember, when that air AC needs repair, we call on you who have acquired the skills. Are you not more important? So, because the ministry is aware of this, this is why we have come up with this transformation to make TVET accessible and inclusive. That is why everywhere in this country, every part of the country, the policy pronouncement is to have one TVET, at least one TVET center. And inside training, I appreciate you. We appreciate you for supporting the ministry's initiative of expanding access. Thank you, Inside Training.